this is a huge move. Like that, the partnership with Anthropic is incredible to see. It's kind of, think about it in technology adoption curve terms, like when I say stuff like this, because the last big technology adoption curve started with, cloud versus desktop, right? Like, and it was very much the collaboration opportunity between accountants and their clients. And now I don't think there's such a big decision to make for adoption, because I feel like the AI tools in platforms will be embedded in some places, and in some places it will be a choice to switch it on or not to switch it on. I think that's going to become really interesting. And something you said there, Ariana, I thought was important, is if an accountant and their client have access to the system, but the client can switch on the AI tool first, like that's kind of, I feel like that could cause some kind of challenges, because that could raise questions back to the accountant, from the client, and they might feel exposed. But this is the next big shift in, I guess, the power of the big accounting platforms, like in the capability and the data that sits inside and all of the information that's available at fingertip. And then it's like, okay, well, what are we going to do with it? What does it actually mean?
Do you know what though? AI, there will be a lot of accountants that are worried about it, as you say, letting the clients just have it at their fingertips, and there will be questions and pushbacks, things that they may or may not understand fully. But this is where the future's going. We need to be ready for it, right? And we need to change the way that we're working with our clients. It's not just, they're not interested in the figure anymore. They want to understand, why is that figure like that? What can we do about it in the future?
Yeah,
And that's what will help bring out these conversations, I think.
definitely. And Kevin, you mentioned this partnership with Anthropic. What is that? Because that is something I've not really come across from the announcement.
Yeah, like this gives them the capability and power to really roll out as many AI agents across the platform as possible. And while that is really exciting, people will trying to figure out, what AI agents, like what does that mean? And even ourselves at Employment Hero, we're rolling out a recruitment agent at the moment, and that's our best branding that we could give to the technology in that module in the product. But in essence, it folds up into everything AI that we can do on the platform itself. And I guess with Intuit partnering with such a big provider in this space, they're saying we need the support and help and guidance, right? Like to get the best in class AI tools that are available. So I think it's a huge move. What it translate into, I think we're still figuring that out at the moment. Like, what can it actually do? And I guess the caution from myself and anybody using AI tools at the moment is, it ultimately gives you an incredibly fast way to consolidate and structure and synthesize information. But if the underlying information is flawed, or you don't have the right systems connected, you're basically could be going faster in the wrong direction, right? Like, so you got to be really careful over that. So again, the great thing about accountants, and I think I can say this because I'm an ex-accountant, is we tend to take a kind of cynical stance in some scenarios, and this could be one of them. But I like what Ariana said, like, this is not going away. And actually, it's a very exciting opportunity rather than a painful change.
I prefer the word prudent than cynical, Kevin. I always think
I've lost some of my vernacular over the years,
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right in many ways, right? It's just my preference on the term. And I think you're right. I think Intuit being quite bold backing Anthropic, because I think recently didn't Donald Trump try and get the government to not use Anthropic, and so going against Donald Trump on anything is a dangerous game, especially over in the US. But bold move from Intuit.